We spoke to the management of Ease My Trip earlier today. Now, before I dive into what the management said, let me try and take you through some of the numbers of Ease My Trip. Ease My Trip is the number 2 online booking portal in the country and is the only such profitable company in India. It derives 95% of its revenue from air travel, and the number 1 was 5.6 times that of Ease My Trip in 2019. This gap has reduced to 2.3x of Ease My Trip over the last 2 years. So that means that Ease My Trip is definitely catching up. It is the incumbent, of course, and it is catching up in the race. Revenue for Q1 of 2022 FY has grown 425% year on year on a slightly lower base, of course, and gross booking revenue has grown over 2.5 times. EBITDA as well as PAT have gone up 6 times year on year. Again, all of this was on a lower base, mind you. Q1 of FY20 was almost entirely shut due to COVID. Now, what did we speak to Mr. Prashant Pitti, who is the co-founder of Ease My Trip, about? We spoke to him on a range of issues, from reopen trade to revenge travel to how the festival travel pre-bookings are ongoing. Now, Mr. Pitti said that demand is back and is back in a big way. So people are wanting or are looking for opportunities to travel. So on holidays, he's saying that the demand is obviously surging. So and there is demand across the board from tier 1 as well as tier 2 cities. So what he says is, as an example, weekend traveling during Janmashtami saw a surge of 54%, and Ganesh Chaturthi has already seen a 68% surge in demand. Even within this particular demand, luxury and leisure is the highest in terms of demand. So your Goa, Jaipur, Leh, what he says is these places are looking at good, robust demand. 4 and 5 star hotels are obviously seeing more demand, more traction, is what he's saying. Now, he's saying bookings for 4 and 5 star hotels have doubled versus last year, and he also says that the average stay time in some of these hotels have gone up 1.5x from 3.2 days earlier to 4.7 days now. Coming to the types of travelers, he's broken them down into 3. He calls one set leisure travelers, of course, which we've covered earlier in this conversation. Now he moves to the MSME and business travelers. He says MSME and business travel, especially for tier 2, has come back in a big way. What he says is the real miss here is the business travelers who are in the IT space. He says that those travelers still haven't come back, and the worry there is that 4 and 5 star hotels in tier 1 cities haven't really made the most of the surge simply because IT business travelers have not come back. Now, air revenue has come back for the company in a big way. It is currently at 80 to 85% of pre-COVID levels. Now, coming to forward booking, how is he looking at the next 3-4 months? Mr. Pitti says that in the current year, between 1st July and 15th August, he has seen 400 times the booking for December, which he saw last year. So for FY21, the December quarter of FY20, what he saw in July, the pre-bookings happened. Currently, it is 400 times that. So clearly, people looking to pre-book, people looking to go out and travel well. Now, this is exactly in line with what the company is even currently witnessing. So Q1 was, of course, a soft quarter for the company, but July, only the single month of July, the company has clocked 65% of its Q1 revenue in a single month, which is in July, which is what the surge has seen. The stock has gone up 2.5x since its listing in March. So that goes on to show that the company is a good profit-making platform which is really currently being looked at by investors. A clear story waiting to unfold. We'll have our eyes on that one. Thank you.